Well, good morning, everybody, from the mitzvah hut. Yeah, we are completely slammed, fogged in. It's kind of disappointing. Today is July 4th. The forecast I got yesterday from Mount Washington was going to be clear skies. The forecast I got this morning was partly cloudy in the afternoon with potentially high winds up to 75 miles per hour. So we're going to have to play it by ear. I do not want to miss Washington. I'd like to climb it, but I don't want to climb it in 75 mile an hour winds. So there is a bypass trail because for bad weather bypass, you know, and if I have to make that call and do that because the weather is so bad, it makes no sense to go, then I'll have to make that call. But anyway, today is going to be an 11.4 mile day, and so it's going to be a longer day than I've been doing. I have time. We're starting at 7:30. Had a nice breakfast. The tank is full, and it's just about making the miles and pushing on and evaluating the weather as we go further up. So we've got about a 3,000 foot climb from here to the top of Mount Washington, and so the weather will, I imagine, change from what I'm experiencing right now. I already got my jacket on because it's cool, and they said that the weather, the feel like temperature could be in the 30s on top of Mount Washington. 30s with 75 mile an hour wind. It's not sounding great. So we'll do the best we can and figure it out as we go. But right now we're going to go ahead and start making some miles and heading that way. First spot of interest we'll pass we'll pass another hut for sure. It's about 4 miles up. It's called the oh my God, Lake of the Clouds hut, and then we'll pass that and we'll move on to Washington. So we'll see where it goes. But we end up later today at the Madison hut, and again 11.4 miles. So a lot of work to do. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, everybody, we've been climbing. This is the, you see what I'm up against here at the wind. We've reached the peak of Mount Pierce. And yeah, we're at 4,291 feet, and hey buddy, good morning. We've got, remember, we've got to climb up to 6,000 feet to get to the top of Mount Washington. So I can imagine what's going on the top of Mount Washington. So it's not looking to be a good day. Obviously I go without saying, but I think today is let's get through it kind of day and be smart kind of day. I mean, people have died on top of Mount Washington. I don't want to be a statistic. So we'll evaluate as we get closer. I'm going to keep an open mind, but things are going to have to change dramatically to make that happen. All right, folks, we'll catch up with you down the path. Folks, we're about 3.5 miles in. Things have not gotten better, continuously getting worse. I'm fortunate that I I am hiking with a buddy. Fellow by the name of Wheels is behind me, and he's pretty fast. We're hanging tight, and we're gonna get through this together. The next hut's probably another mile and a half, and we're probably gonna duck in there, maybe get some soup, and build out the plan for the rest of the day. We'll see you later. Alright everybody, we have made it to the Lakes of the Cloud Hut. No, we're not staying here. No reservations here, but we're gonna get some. We're gonna get some food. Alright folks, the decision is in. My friend Wheels and I, I'll show you Wheels. Hey Wheels. He and I have decided that we are bypassing Mount Washington for obvious reasons. Trying to stay safe, stay alive. The winds up there are probably close to 75 miles an hour. The winds here are pushing me around. I can't even maintain my balance. So we're probably now 6 miles from the hut, which is the Madison hut, where we both have reservations, and we're gonna march on to that. Really no options. I mean, can't camp here obviously, so what do? Push on to where there's a roof over our heads and warm food waiting. Yeah, we got time to do it. It's just brutal conditions, but that's where we're at. I hate that we're not get our picture taken beside Mount Washington sign, but my wife and I will just have to come back and do that on another day where the weather is better. It's just not safe at all. Okay, that's all for now. We'll check you back a little later. We're getting down below the cloud line, and lifted. We got a nice view. Less than 4 miles from our hut, our destination, Madison hut. Okay, I mean, you can make some speed on these rocks, and you hit something like this, and you slow down. But we're gonna make it for a bit. See how fast it's moving across the screen. But certainly safer conditions down here, where we were near the summit of Mount Washington. So, alright, we're going to keep on pressing on. Alright everybody. This is a distant picture or video of Mount Washington. There you see the road that you can drive up, get up there, and that's the top of it. You can see it's still completely encompassed at the very top, at the peak, with clouds. I imagine it went pretty high. Still feeling good about the decision. All right, everybody, we're about I'd say maybe less than a mile now from the hut. All right, so there's the first view of